Ce soir, à l'International de Montgolfières, c'est Aussi qui est en vedette et nous, on est ici pour parler à l'auteur, compositeur, interprète derrière ce projet-là, Adam Young. You were supposed to play in Montreal with Maroon 5 and Neon Trees on February. Unfortunately, you were sick and you had to rest your voice. How is your voice now?
It's a lot better. I was really bummed that we had to cancel that show, and I'd looked forward to it for a long time, but it's great to finally be back, and this setting is amazing, so I'm really excited.
You will be performing here tonight. Do you think there's a good vibe in Quebec?
Yeah, I love the vibe here. I always love coming to this area, and we've been here a few times now, not to this exact festival, but it's a lovely area. I love the culture here, and it's amazing.
Have you ever been on a balloon before?
No, I never have. I wish they were going up right now, but I guess the weather is a little difficult, but they look amazing. I would love to someday.
Do you have any favorite spots when you are here?
Not really. I just love, at times I just like to walk off the tour bus and just pick a direction and just walk and take my camera and just soak it up. I just love, there's always something special everywhere you look, so I love it here.
Is there a difference between your worldwide fans and the spectator here in Quebec?
Every place is different as far as the fans. The fans here are amazingly receptive, and they're always down to dance and have fun, and it's so encouraging on stage to look out and see people so interested in the music and so excited just to be there. It's amazing.
How do you like the French accent when they sing your song?
That's awesome. I love to hear it. There's always a part in one of the songs where I say, "You guys sing this," and I take out one of my in-ears so I can listen and you can hear the accent wherever we are. And I love the French accent. It's awesome.
And now about your album, The Midsummer Station. Since you're a songwriter, you've always been against working with outside collaborators. Why did you change your mind for this album?
It felt like the right move to make. When I started making music, like you said, it was always just me, solo, by myself in the studio. And there's something really exciting about having that creative control, but there was a point where I was like, man, I got to get out, and start to experiment and meet new people and just get together in the same room with other brilliant minds, and it really changes the game. So I learned a lot by working with other people.
You and Mark Opus worked together for your song Dementia. Since you're such a big fan of Blink-182, it must have been a very important moment in your career so far.
Yeah, I was starstruck. I mean, just to be in the same room with a person that you look up to, like I have, with Mark for years and years. I was definitely kind of a fanboy, that day, but he's like the most down-to-earth guy. It was a blast working on the song, and I hope to work with him again in the future, and just other people like that, just to get working with some of these other brilliant minds is really compelling.
Also collaborate with Carly Rae Jepsen for the song Good Time. How did that collaboration happen?
That was pretty straightforward. I was a fan of what Carly was doing, and I just sent her an email. I think my manager had known her manager for a while, so they kind of put us together on email, and I sent her an instrumental of the track Good Time, and I said, what do you think about this? I would love to have you feature on it, and turn this into like a duet. And she said, I love the track, nice to meet you. It was over email, at first, so I actually didn't get to meet her face to face until later, until the song was done. So that's like the world we live in, but it was great working with her. She's amazing.
You started dabbling with music at your parents' basement. After that, you were discovered on MySpace. What advice would you give to young people who want to break into music industry?
Make sure that whatever you're doing is very, very sincere. I think sometimes it's easy to get lost in the fact, whatever's like really big at radio, whatever kind of genre or sound or whatever, trick, that's like popular at the moment. That's like kind of what everyone's saying. You should do this, make it more commercial or whatever. And that has its own place, but I think the main thing is just to do what your heart says, and just make sure that whatever you do has that sincerity. I think that's what shines through.
Despite all of your success, you stay both feet on the ground. You live in a small town in Minnesota. Do people pressure you to live differently like the rich and famous?
Yeah, some people ask me, well, how come you don't move to LA or New York or London or wherever? But there's something really just beautiful about my little hometown. It's a small town in Minnesota, and it just I like the pace there. I like like you said, kind of being grounded, staying grounded, and just kind of keeping your feet on the ground. Living in a place like that does that for me, so I love it.
Comme vous avez pu le constater, Adam Young est un homme hyper gentil, très généreux, ce qui nous donne une raison de plus d'aimer aussi. Pour ce qui est de l'International de Montgolfières de Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu, on vous rappelle que vous avez jusqu'au 18 août pour en profiter.